Hello and welcome to another Stargate tutorial. Today's map is SB Battlegrounds R2. In this tutorial, we'll be doing Stargate weapons again, but this time, we'll be doing something else. We're making them automatic, and by automatic, I do not mean they will, fire extremely rapidly. They will aim and shoot on their own. So, I'm just going to go with the Asgard beam weapon, although the Asgard beam weapon and the main turret main weapon and several of these other weapons are all exactly the same when it comes to automating them. So spawn us a resource node, a ZPM, because it's convenient, and now you link these up. And as you know from the last one, the weapon will now fire if you just smash a chair into it. However, that's, you might be like me and you might have horrible aim. So generally I do this. There are other reasons too, which I will highlight later. Okay, so you put a target finder down there. Mine's just set to target NPCs because it's very convenient. Okay, so now if I put this here, you'll notice that he's painted red. My target finder settings are minimum range 256, maximum range 50,000, which is pretty much everything on the map. Maximum number of targets is 1, maximum number of bogeys is 1, minimum range is 25, and it's just on target NPCs and paint target. All you need to do to make a target finder work, you just put it down. Once it says target acquired and paints the target red, you will know that it works. Now, the next part, it's very easy. If you've never used wire before, well, it's still very easy. So get out your advanced wire tool and wire this up. Okay, what you want to do is you want to wire active to 1, you want to wire entity to entity, and then you want to wire fire also to 1. And then it will lock onto your entity, and if it has a target, it will shoot it. That's pretty much what it does. So spawn one here. Wow, it missed. Okay, that's nice. Anyway, but it's pretty simple to do this. Yeah, there it goes. Anyway, you can do it with any of these weapons. I just chose the Asgard boom weapon because it can do like 360 targeting, which is really nice. Yeah. That's the basics of it. Drone platform works, exactly the same way. Okay, it's not exactly the same way. Sorry. But, really. That's actually the majority of what you need to know about how to automate weapons. Right. So since this is going to be part of my series of tutorials on how to build a working spaceship, I'm going to throw in a bit of advice here. Don't put this thing on like the side of a ship and then have it, because then the target's on the other side, it will shoot the ship. Just saying. Anyway, and now I'm going to show you the other reason to have automated weapons. Let's remove this target finder. Alright, by the way, I use the smart remover because you can click on things and then it'll highlight them and then you right click to get rid of them so you don't accidentally delete anything. I'll probably give a full rundown or run through of my tools at some point, but that's not important right now. You don't technically need this, but it's, you don't technically need SBEP, but it's a very good add-on. You should get it because it's amazing and nice and good. Yeah, I'm just gonna assume if you're watching these videos, you have space build along with SBEP, but if you, SBEP is not required, but you should get it because it gives you awesome pieces like this. Anyway, so reason to use automated weapons. I'm gonna do the normal chair method. Vehicle, spacebar enhancement pack, Corvette chair. Smack it. Alright. So if you put your chair in here, because, for some reason you don't like getting shot, and put your chair in here, and then you click. Notice it does not shoot where we're actually pointing, it shoots the prop. So if you're inside one of these, you can't actually aim with the weapon, which is the main reason why I use automated weapons, because I like to enclose my spaceships. That's crazy, but I like to enclose them so that nobody can just like shoot into it, which also means I can't directly aim it. But if I just make these auto cannons, and then if you turn the turn on the target finder's radius, this is the minimum one, anything inside of 256 it will not target. And if you set that to props and stuff, you definitely want that, because this thing will destroy all of your props if you do it wrong. Let's see, other things. What else is... important. Not much. Yeah, these work very similarly. Yeah, that's just about it actually for this one. So thanks for watching and goodbye. Stay tuned for the next part.